Okay, week 6 of the Whole Life Challenge. Back here with you, Danny Clark from MovNat, MovNat's curriculum director here, giving you a little taste of what we do at MovNat, how we do it, and even some of the flexibility and intuitiveness that's built into the practice. Again, really this is just you moving your body in the way that it should move on its own. Because of our lifestyles, because of our poor, stimulus-poor environments, we don't really move this way anymore because we're not prompted to. And we're just trying to reconnect to some of these patterns that we should be able to do with effortlessness and efficiency. That's my spiel for today. Let's start moving. So first thing we're going to do is let's start in our cross-sit position and just get back to some of our 3D, diaphragmatic, natural breathing, whatever you want to call it here. Okay, give yourself some feedback, press into your lower ribs, breathe. For, let's say, 5 breaths. It's 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to spice up the breathing now. Okay, what I want you to do is take that light weight that we've been using, put it right below your rib cage. Okay, and it's what we call resisted breathing. Again, breathing is so tied to efficiency, which is so tied to mobility and the balance of tension and relaxation, that it's a good thing to practice. This is giving me some kinesthetic feedback, but it's also simulating, like for anybody who does jiu-jitsu or something like that, or a martial art, having pressure on my abdomen is going to help me breathe, teach me how to breathe efficiently. So we're just going to do 5 breaths here. Breathing right into the weight and the 3-dimensional space in that whole area. Five breaths, one more. Okay, we've got our breath on here. So now that you're breathing efficiently, I want you to keep thinking about tuning into that breath as we move through our different positions here. Okay, we're going to do some holding. So I want you guys to really be able to breathe. Okay, so I might even do some deep positions today. So let's carry that over into that practice. Start with some side bend sit reverses, just going left and right. Using the post if needed, not using the post if not needed. It's okay if your spine flexes a little bit, but I don't want to see like really ratchety movements. Right now they should be nice and smooth. You should be feeling confident with this motion. And you should be able to establish a seated position with ease and comfort. We're getting in the right direction, not necessarily there yet. Okay, from this position we're going to do our reach, okay, but we're going to do a low reach and we're going to get pretty deep. Okay, so what I'm going to do, watch me first, is I'm going to sweep around and I'm going to keep this arm totally straight and reach as far as possible. Take a full breath and then settle into it. So let's do that together. So in side bend sit position, post. Pretend like I have to reach something all the way over there, okay, as far as possible. Reach, arm goes totally straight. I'm going to just lower myself just a little bit, take another breath, and then reach a little farther. Take another breath, reach a little farther. Okay, then just settle into the position. Now what we're going to do is we're going to pull ourselves out of there, and then do another reach. Okay, go a little farther this time. And breathe. Big diaphragmatic breaths. Looking where you want to reach and curling your fingers a little farther each time. Good. And let's try the other side. So same thing. So first I'm going to post and reach. Just see where my body's natural limitation is. And breathe here. Okay, then I'm going to lower myself down a little bit and reach a little farther. Full breath. And reach farther. Take note of where the stretch is coming from. Distribute it over as many different muscle groups and areas of your body as possible. Pull yourself out of there and then reach again a little farther. One more breath. And then you can go ahead and sit back up. Okay, from here we're going to go from cross-sit position, okay, back to side bend sit position. Let's come up to tall split kneeling. Okay, come back down, figure 4 transition, up, just smoothing out these basic seated positions. Other side, coming up from side bend sit, coming down, figure force it, coming up and down. Use your tripod transition to come to a kneeling position with flexed feet, settle down, create length in your spine, look left and right. Okay, then I want you to do this transition up to deep knee bend, okay? Slow as possible. We're gonna do 5 reps, just so you know. Pace yourself, do the best you can. So I lean back. I don't arch my back. I lean back, keeping tension to the midsection, just enough to get some lift off. Come to deep knee bend. Okay, and then come back down. Now if you're watching this saying, I can't even deep knee bend or kneel, just do some deep squats while we're doing this. That's 1, 2, 3, then an extension through the whole front body. Controlling with my toes. 4, remember your toes have a purpose. Not just to look pretty, to actually move with strength. Okay, and that's 5, and then go ahead and stand up. Okay, let's come back over to our hanging. Okay, let's start just by loosening up with some side to side hanging right here. So just getting some momentum. Let's do 10. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And come back to center. Shake it out. Okay, let's do a stretch here. Okay, just again grabbing and stretching. If your bar is really high, just go against a wall and do this. Push yourself out of there and relax. Push yourself out of there and relax. Okay, now we're going to do our scapular pull. I just want you to lift your knees up just a little higher. So a little bit of strength here, but it's also going to help with your mobility and help you counter that with some relaxation. So it's going to be lifting the knees up, scapular pulling, relaxing. Scapular pull, relax. Let's try 2 of those. 1 and 2. Good, however high you got is totally fine. Next we're going to do what we call front hanging. Okay, so front hanging, this is side hanging. The bar is to the side of my body, okay, in the frontal plane. Front hanging, I'm going to be facing in line with the bar. The bar is now in front of me in the sagittal plane. So what I'm going to do is go hand over hand, pick which side you want, and then just hang. Okay, and you may have noticed when you hung, what happened was you just spun out like this. Okay, so the back hand, you're going to have pressure to hold you in line. So let's try that again. Back hand, the thumb, the pad of the thumb is going to push to hold me in line. 2 breaths. Trying to settle into it as much as possible. And then let's switch sides. Okay, you can either just switch hands or you can turn around. Either way. 2 breaths in front hand position. Now your head's going to have to be out of your arm area so it doesn't get smashed. Shake it out, breathe, relax. Okay, let's do a deep squat. To finish, I want you to hold deep squat and breathe. Okay, so you can look around whatever you want, okay? But I just want you to try to create length in your spine. If you're holding onto a doorknob, no problem. Let's spend 1 full minute here breathing. Okay, so I'm not gonna do a dance for you, but at the same time, let's keep this entertaining as much as possible. So just get some turning in there. Doesn't have to be super static. Shift left and right. Reach overhead if you can. Focus on your breathing for a couple breaths. I'm not exactly timing this, but we'll go about a minute. Okay, come to deep knee bend on like one side and then the other. Shuffle your squat a little bit wider and a little bit more narrow without actually falling backward. Okay, internal, external rotation should be happening. Good. Take a seat. Close out your practice with your 5 breaths. You're doing great. I'll see you guys next week.